Coming up on Mountain News this morning, an Eastern Kentucky police officer helps reunite a family with a beloved piece of jewelry. And organizations in our region ask folks to keep giving back even after the holidays are over.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Chas Gayhart. It is 5:32 on Wednesday, December 29th. Let's go over and check in with Brandon. What's going on over there, Brandon?
Rain. That's about
Yep.
it this morning. I mean, it's been pretty active in the overnight hours, but starting to calm down just a little bit for now. I think more will be back later today, though.
That sums it up, though.
Exactly right. Let's take a look at the last 6 hours on the satellite radar loop, and you'll be able to see that it's been coming down in places in the overnight hours there for a little bit, but that's kind of drifted out of our region for now. But don't worry, it'll be back later as that cold front starts to move once again. Temperatures in the 60s to the south, 50s for most of us there, from the low to mid to upper 50s across our region. Your breakfast forecast today, not too bad. The temperature's actually going to keep falling, though, through about 9 o'clock, and then they'll start to climb again as we head into the afternoon hours. Not as warm as yesterday, though, thanks to that front, only in the mid-60s later today. Chas?
Thank you, Brandon. We are learning more about a murder investigation in Lincoln County. It happened Monday night at the Mountain Stop on Highway 501. The coroner says Gregory Galloway entered the store after being shot and asked the clerk for help. The clerk called 911, but investigators say by the time crews arrived, Galloway had died at the scene. State police arrested Robin Dunn in connection with the case. His arrest citation says he fired at Galloway and one other person during a fight. Dunn is being held in the Pulaski County Detention Center. Officials in Rockcastle County are investigating a deadly shooting. The deputy coroner tells us they were told about a shooting Monday night around midnight. It happened on Flat Gap Road. He says a man died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. A woman was also shot and taken to UK Hospital, where she was immediately taken into surgery. We're not sure of the woman's condition or name. A Jackson County mother is still waiting for justice years after her son's death. The trial for the man charged with the murder has been delayed multiple times. Chelsea Jones talked to the mother about the long wait and why the process has taken so long.
Jessie Durham has spent the past few years flipping through photos of her son on her phone.
I look at him a lot because I miss my son and I feel like justice hasn't been done yet.
Here's Durham and her 5-year-old son, James. What tore them apart? A nightmare. Police say in 2017, Lonnie Belt kidnapped the two and took them to a secluded wooded area. They say Belt hit Durham in the head and pushed her off a tall cliff, leaving her with significant injuries. Belt told police he struck James in the head several times with a metal object. The boy died. His mother still grieving and frustrated that Belt hasn't gone to trial.
You know, it's been 5 years. It should have already been done. Because, I mean, crimes and trials have happened since then, so there's no real excuse.
Commonwealth's attorney Gary Gregory says the nature of the case is what's causing the holdup. He's seeking the death penalty.
This is a heinous case. This is actually a case involving pure evil.
He says death penalty cases require an extensive jury selection process. With COVID-19 numbers rising, the court is afraid of jurors getting sick, which Gregory says could lead to a mistrial.
And believe me, we don't want to do that.
For now, Durham is left with this memorial honoring James, a cross, flowers, and some of his toys.
I want justice for James. I want the trial to happen. I want it to be carried out.
In Jackson County, Chelsea Jones, WKYT.
Lonnie Belt's trial is scheduled for October 2022. Deputies are searching for a man accused of holding up a Dollar General with a weapon. It happened Monday night just after 8 o'clock at the Dollar General off US 23 in the Wittensville community. The incident caught on camera. Deputies say the man was well prepared and left with nearly $800 in cash. Police say he left in a dark-colored SUV. A lost family jewel caused one Tennessee woman to retrace her steps to Pikeville this past weekend, where her family says they received the best gift of the season. WYMT's Betty Forbes has their story.
It started with a trip down memory lane.
Her face lit up. She was so happy. She said, "Oh, there's my emerald ring."
Ashley Todd brought her grandmother's ring to a Christmas gathering. hoping to fight the shadows of Ginger Richardson's sickness by sharing her stories.
And a time when she doesn't always even recognize herself, to give her that little something to just take her back and remember her ring and remember that she gave it to her granddaughter was very special.
The emerald piece that brought the smiles has been in the family for 60 years and was chosen to be passed down through the generations. But a pit stop for gas fueled a nightmare.
This has been a hard year, and it's just one thing after another, and then have your grandmother's ring just be gone.
The ring was lost at the pump, and another piece of Ginger's story was fading.
And we just wanted it back because, you know, it represented her, it represents our family.
After hundreds of shares on social media, but no leads, Todd called the Pikeville Police Department.
I could tell, it wasn't about the monetary value of the ring. It was more the emotional value of that ring.
Sergeant Billy Ratliff took the call, following her tracks, using surveillance footage to find the person who picked it up. And within hours, during the holiday weekend, the ring was located.
Words cannot express how grateful our whole family is.
Though Ratliff says he was just answering the call.
We're just doing our job. That's what we do.
The family calls it something else.
Definitely Christmas miracle.
Because it was never about the gem.
Grandma, she's our rock to go into the next year, the new year, to have that hope and try to hold on to that and hold on to our grandma and just...
It was about the foundation of a family. In Pikeville, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
The family is now ready to ring in the new year, saying it's nice to be able to keep the memory alive for years to come, thanks to the diligence of Sergeant Ratliff. Many contribute to outreach or charitable organizations during the holidays, but after that, they likely still need some help. Organizations like Cumberland Valley Domestic Violence Services in London encourage people to continue donating items, dollars, or giving your time to the organizations that impact your community.
We really do appreciate everything everyone does during the holidays, and any time that they do it. But the need definitely isn't going away. I mean, it's constant. It doesn't just happen once or twice a year.
If you are looking to give back to a domestic violence shelter or other Southeastern Kentucky organizations, we have links to resources on our website at WYMT.com. For those of you who had live Christmas trees this year, the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife is looking to recycle them for fish habitat. WYMT's Jade Saylor tells us how real trees can eventually help you reel in your next catch.
Kentucky Fish and Wildlife hosts the Christmas for the Fishes program every year.
The Christmas for the Fishes program has been one of our most popular programs for several years now. Annually, we collect about 7,000 trees that people donate to this program.
The program accepts live, undecorated Christmas tree donations at more than 24 drop-off locations across the state.
So it's been a very successful program over the years, and it's helped create or enhance fish habitat in lakes across the state.
If you like to fish, donating trees to this program is not only going to help them, but bring more fish to local habitats, making it that much easier to find prime fishing spots.
So this is a program where we're kind of replenishing that habitat in the lakes. So it not only benefits fish, but also, anglers will be interested to know that it also attracts them. So naturally, you want to fish around these habitats.
Additionally, getting involved in this program is a great way to give back to your community.
Donating a Christmas tree, for Christmas for the Fishes program, is just another way to give back during the holiday season. It's a really unique opportunity for people to have direct involvement in conservation efforts here in the Commonwealth.
They will be accepting trees through January 15th. Jade Saylor, WYMT Mountain News.
There are more than a dozen locations in the Commonwealth where you can drop off your live, undecorated tree. We will have a full list of locations on our website. And just ahead this morning, a comedy legend shares her secrets to a happy life ahead of her 100th birthday.
That woman's a national treasure right there. Our first cold front of the week is on the way out today and tonight, but another one is coming this weekend, and that one could pack a punch. I'll track it out for you in about 3 minutes.